Congratulations, Centennial graduates. Thank you, Mr. President. Please be seated. Ms. Amelia Galang, Vice Dean of Student Affairs, will now introduce the graduate who will give the response on behalf of all the graduates.
Good morning. Today I have the pleasure to introduce to you the graduate who will speak in behalf of the graduating batch of third term of academic year 2010-2011. She is an outstanding student leader who willingly served the students as an officer of the Business Management Society and the University Student Government. As college president of the College of Business and School of Economics, she led officers who recruited intellectual property advocates among students. She spearheaded the study on the separation of the college representatives for College of Business and School of Economics that eventually led to its smooth implementation. She is also one of the key student leaders who prepared the constitution shift from Student Council to University Student Government. Her efforts as college president was recognized by being awarded by the USG as the most outstanding college president and its organization as the most outstanding college government. She exemplifies a holistically developed Lasalians, as she also excelled in her academics as consistent Dean's Lister. Ladies and gentlemen, a recipient of the Student Leadership Award, a member of the Jose Rizal Honor Society, and a magna cum laude graduate of Bachelor of Science in Commerce, major in Business Management with Applied Corporate Management, let us all listen to Ms. Mariana Patricia Malyari.
Reverend Brother President Mr. Diza Hatasi, Vice Chancellors, Executive Vice Presidents, Assistant Vice Chancellors, Administrators, faculty, employees of the University, proud parents and friends, fellow Lasalians, a very rainy but fulfilling morning to you all. When I was informed that I was going to deliver the response on behalf of the graduates, I couldn't have been more surprised. It's a great honor, as you can imagine, and I am thankful for the opportunity to have been given the voice to share with you what I hope are the collective sentiments of the class of 2011. It's quite a challenge to speak for all of my friends and classmates. There are thousands of us, and equally thousands of numbers of opinions and sentiments. I hope I will be able to capture your thoughts and feelings right now as I deliver this speech. First of all, I know you will all join me in saying a huge thank you to all the special persons who have helped us get to this point. So, on behalf of the graduating class, let me extend my sincerest gratitude to our administrators who have ensured us a student life that is not only purely academic, but enriching. To our professors who have so generously shared their wisdom and expertise in their fields, so as to prepare us in the roles that we are to pursue in the next years of our lives, and who have also inspired the theme of my speech. The totality of our being Lasalian will not be complete without the help of the various employees of our university. So thank you very much for your guidance and assistance to us. Thank you as well to our friends who have helped us keep a balanced life and for being supportive in times of distress. Our graduation today would not be possible without the help of the Almighty Father, who has given us the opportunity, the time, companions, the talent, and the ability to finish our undergraduate studies, and who, I firmly believe, will continue to bring us the graces we need in pursuing His will for us. Let us thank Him by joining me for a moment of silence as we pray in gratitude to the Father. Amen. And for the most important persons, our parents, who have stretched everything just for us to study in this choice university. To our moms and dads, thank you very much for supporting us in our endeavors, for your unconditional love, and for being our guide. Fellow graduates, let's give our parents and friends a warm round of applause. When I first came to DLSU in 2007, I felt totally a stranger. None of my classmates from high school came along with me, so it was all very frightening. And I remember feeling very anxious and uncertain. In my mind, since I knew that this is one big and prestigious school, I only wished for one thing, to graduate successfully. I am sure that all of us have dreamed of this day, or even bigger, to graduate with Latin honors and special awards. Well, Centennial graduates, let us give ourselves a warm round of applause because one of the biggest wishes of our parents and above all us came true today. If there's one thing that makes us unique among all of the graduates that this institution has ever produced, that would be we are the first batch of Centennial graduates. As Centennial graduates, we can say that we are the most legendary graduates. The first to graduate in 2011, we experienced the years when the dress code was lifted, then implemented. We experienced the Wednesday U breaks, then shifted to 4-day class week. And even the biggest national phenomenon of Typhoon Nandoy, AH1N1, and change of presidency. But beyond being classified as the Centennial graduates, what does that actually mean? As Centennial graduates, we represent the foundation and reason why Lasallian education was created. That is, to create an accessible, quality education for all, especially to those who cannot afford. This is evident through the scholars we have in our mission schools. We are the children that St. John Baptist de La Salle was longing to teach to. 100 years since his dream came into reality makes us think, how come he came from a wealthy family yet chose to serve the marginalized? Well, I strongly believe that St. John Baptist de La Salle made that decision to serve the marginalized. And we share that passion with our founder, even in our young age. Fellow Centennial graduates, I hope you agree with me when I say that I do not believe that what we have right now, like this graduation, as mere objects of destiny for us. That all of these things are predetermined, and all we have to do is adjust to it. Being able to choose is to be human. It is but one of our special gifts that we often forsake. That oftentimes, we do not know that what we do to others is a result of our choices of action. The thing is, our world always presents us situations in which we have to choose, whether we want to speak for the right or for the wrong, or worse, to be silent. At the end of the day, no matter how others will argue, cliché as it may sound, the truth will always prevail. It is in this truth that we find the true joy of liberation. This is one kind of truth. Another truth is for the liberation of other people. This, I believe, as Lasallians, we should all be aiming for. A truth that will not just set yourself free, but everyone free. Let us not blind ourselves from our selfish interests or apathy that we allow this nation be run by those whom we elect as our leaders. Let us not be contented as mere receivers of laws that they approve so. Rather, we must be beacons of truth, of knowledge, and enlightenment to others, that we have the power of will to change how we live today, that we have the ability to think and decide for ourselves. Again, it is a matter of choice. One of the biggest issues we face today is the reproductive health bill. I am certain that all of us, even if not asked, are already decided of our stance. Institutions are confidently fighting for what they believe should be done with the problems of our society. Debates are being conducted here and there, trying to educate the public of the real issue. Another would be our problems with climate change or global warming. What seemed to be an issue not minded before is now alarming our safety and security, making us more conscious of how we use our natural resources. You see, the issues that our generation faces today are far more complex than the issues faced in the past. These might have been resolved, but as you can observe, we, the young adults, ready to take the lead, are challenged not just to take a stand, but to take action. Thank you to our forefathers. They have resolved the problems of yesterday. Our forefathers have already set the platform that we are witnessing today. But it is our time not to set just the new, but a better platform, better standards, to take these new challenges and build a nation that will keep the future generations safe, progressive, and filled with aspirations. It is now time to start the change we have always wanted to see for our fellow men. And we can only do that by choosing to take risks. I personally think that my college life would not have been as fulfilling and exciting if I had not taken risks. Risks such as running for the student government, not knowing if you're winning or losing. A risk to stay in a section who everyone thought was handled by a terror professor. Or risking your safety and comfort to plant trees and visit sick children. While we are young, let us not be afraid to take risks. These are the few surprises we can learn from and carry on as we find our purpose in life. I remember Elie Wiesel's speech when he received his Nobel Peace Prize. And he said to a boy who was filled with anguish after being persecuted by his religion, "We must always take sides. Neutrality helps the oppressor, never the victim. Silence encourages the tormentor, never the tormented. Sometimes we must interfere." It is not bad to take sides. In fact, it is in these risks, in these choices, that show who we are, of how we define life, humanity, and progress. We must take action. We must be beacons of light to our fellow men. That we should care about our country. We should care about the issues that our nation faces. We should protect the independence that our forefathers have fought for us. That we should be proud and God-fearing Filipinos. It is indeed a big responsibility to be assigned by God as the stewards of His creation, isn't it? What is needed is not just courage, but a strong self-esteem that will enable us to perform His will. If there are three values that we should keep close to our hearts as we head on in this journey, it would be faith, hope, and love. Faith in the Lord that His plans are better than what we have for ourselves. Hope that will push us to seek for the better. To love ourselves, our abilities, even the things that we cannot do. And to love others just as how our Father loved us unconditionally. According to Albert Camus, life is the sum of all of your choices. That is why, my fellow graduates, especially being achievers for God and our beloved country, let not our choices rule us. Let us rule our choices by choosing to live by the truth, the way our alma mater has taught us. Our actions, through the choices that we make, determine the kind of persons we are. Let our LaSallian education and future vocations be a resource to take care of our motherland. And I believe our prayer for the nation that states, "Even if I'm not the light, I can be the spark," tells us clearly that we LaSallians are endowed with this esteem and courage to take on these challenges and ignite national consciousness, foster nationalism that actually start from ourselves, the choices that we make. As I close, here's a question to ponder for everyone. As a LaSallian, what one legacy would you choose to lead to our alma mater and to our motherland. May we all choose to be beacons of light and hope for this nation. Thank you very much. Congratulations, and live Jesus in our hearts forever.
Thank you, Ms. Mariano. Please stand as Mr. Gian Carl Barbarona of the De La Salle Inner Soul leads us in the singing of the Alma Mater song.
Hail, hail, Alma Mater, hail to De La Salle. We'll hold your banner high and bright, a shield of green and white. We'll fight to keep your glory bright, and never shall we fail. Hail to thee, our alma mater. Hail, hail, hail. Hail, hail, alma mater. Hail to De La Salle. We'll hold your banner high and bright, a shield of green and white. We'll fight to keep your glory bright, and never shall we fail. Hail to thee, our alma mater. Hail, hail, hail.
Please remain standing for the exit of scholars, the university mates, administrators, university fellows, faculty, and guests.
Bitbit sa gisag! No! Pasulong!